Hello, good people. This is Avril, and today's Inward Portrait is all about Regina King. Regina is a Hollywood staple, but not to be taken for granted. She has been acting for over 35 years, starting out in the TV series 227. Her net worth is $12 million. Born on January the 15th, 1971, her parents fought a lot growing up, leading to a divorce when she was only 8 years old. This shaped her ideas on family and love. Religious science was the religion she subscribed to in her childhood, which marries all religions together and believe in the system of law of attraction, better known as agape. She turned down roles that wanted her to be street and less than who she could be. She was pigeonholed in these roles, but broke through with her role in Jerry Maguire. Regina was bused into safer neighborhood schools during the first years of her education. There, she experienced white peers living a totally different life experience than hers. This shaped her understanding of people and life outside of her neighborhood. She jokes about being bullied by Kimberly Mutton when she started going to the school in her actual neighborhood. Smart and talented, she went to University of Southern California, but dropped out to pursue acting. Her father drifted out of her life and resurfaced with a new wife that was 22 years old. This was not easily accepted by the 17-year-old Regina, who had already gained notoriety for her acting. Sadly, her father's dereliction was a burden to her at each stage of her career. Financially, she had to take care of him like the amazing daughter and woman that she is. Even as his health began to fade with his Parkinson's disease, despite him not being there for her, she loved him past her pain of abandoning her as a child. It was as if he just didn't care about her at all. He didn't talk to her. He didn't walk her down the aisle. He was not there for her once she had her baby. And he was not there to celebrate any of her movie roles. So it's no surprise that it was bittersweet when he succumbed to his poor lifestyle choices and died in 2009. Regina began dating fellow child star Malcolm Jamal Warner in 2001. She trusted him because they were friends since the 80s. But it was a major red flag when, despite agreeing to keep their relationship under the radar, after only 2 months of dating, Malcolm started doing interviews, gushing over her and spilling details about their relationship. In 2013, he blindsided her with a breakup while they were on a romantic vacation. Regina was heartbroken and was forced to move her and her son out of the home they shared. In 1995, she started dating music producer Ian Alexander, who was the vice president of Quest Records. The couple has one son together. Regina was forced to file divorce in 2006 after 9 years of putting up with his cheating and drug use. Ian was abusive and was sent to prison for domestic violence that involved their son. The damages Regina suffered was so bad that Ian was sentenced to 12 months in jail. It can be said that Regina accepted this behavior because of the void of her father. In the end, she was ordered to pay her unemployed abuser $375,000. Regina's most noteworthy roles were Boyz In The Hood, Friday, Poetic Justice, Enemy of the State, Ray, and If Beale Street Could Talk, which won her her first Oscar in 2019 for Best Supporting Actress. She's the voice behind Boondocks characters Riley and Huey. She is now starring in the TV series Southland. Her celebrity crush is Sam Elliott. She is friends with Gabrielle Union and Regina Hall. She was inspired to direct after being on set and watching The Monique Show. She directed a Kelly Price music video, a Jaheim music video, which she also starred in as the love interest. She is a bit of an activist with her directorial debut film, such as One Night in Miami, a film about 4 Black men faced with racism and police brutality. Also, she protested against the death of Breonna Taylor, a Black woman killed in her home while sleeping. The officers that killed her were not charged. She admitted that she hasn't cried as much during 2019 and 2021 since she was 14 years old. In 2021, she opened the Oscars with a political speech. She was born and bred in South Central LA and a notoriously devoted mom, refusing to leave Los Angeles for filming or any long periods of absence from her son. Her son, Ian Alexander Jr., says that she is a super mom. Regina said that being a mom was her greatest accomplishment. Regina and Ian both practice Kabbalah and got matching Hebrew tattoos meaning unconditional love. Unfortunately, her son took his life in early 2022. It can be seen as a slap in the face to all the mothers whose efforts, love, investment, care, consideration, sacrifices that are poured into their sons to give them every opportunity to live a successful, and in his case, musical life. That he at 26 years old was ready to go, and he too would leave her brokenhearted. It is fair to say that the men in her life disappointed her greatly. So many women of color, and Black women in particular, identify with Regina King's quest for love and acceptance from their fathers, then their spouses, and finally from their sons, only to be left unfulfilled and hurt. Regina King is a survivor and a beautiful woman at that. She'll always come out on top. She's a phenomenal woman that has worked her way to where she belongs, which is in Hollywood amongst the stars. Hello, good people. This is Avril reminding you all to like, comment, and subscribe. I would love to hear what you think about the videos and also some suggestions that you may have.